because if they're both opposite signs, it's the only way the middle term cancels, right? When I get minus 6a plus 6a? The only way the middle term will cancel is if they have opposite signs. If they have opposite signs, they have to multiply to be negative. If they have the same sign, there's no way to make the middle term cancel. And this doesn't have a middle term, so there's no way to factor it. At least not using real numbers, but we'll worry about that later. Yeah.
Prime?
Well, I mean, you're done. It's factored. Yeah. So that piece is prime. This is the factorization of that.
42. It means for checking. Sorry. For checking. You multiply the first and the second. It will be the same.
84?
Yeah. If you wanted to check this, what would you do? You
2a.
multiply these out and then multiply them out again.
Yeah.
Right?
9 plus 3x plus x squared.
9 plus 3.
Page 4.
Oh, that's right, 3 3 and an x squared.
54?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Here's a good one.
What number?
54.
This is section 5-7.
Oh, I'm not even
Minus 30.
And then 54.
Minus 3.
Hold on. What number?
84.
54.
3 minus x. 9 plus 3x plus x.
Okay, 9 plus 3.
54.
Alright,
Well,
several
that's
things
tricky.
here. This is 3 terms. What's kind of wrong about it? That really doesn't matter, truly.
Oh, the 15, they're switched around.
They're out of order, but that's not really a big deal. So I can leave. You could take a negative out. You could take a negative out if you wanted to make that positive 15 and then bring it out front. You really don't have to. You really don't have to, because is it the right form to work?
Yeah.
The middle guy is half the power of this guy, right? So it's in the right form to work. Okay, cool. We talked about that last time with that GD problem on the test. A lot of people tried to do it. It wasn't in the right form.
Thank God for
When you had that, let's say the problem shows up like that on the page. When we write it out on our thing, can we put it in the right order?
Sure, let's do that. I think most of us probably want that. So to put it in the right order, do you guys see why I got to take a negative out?
Okay.
Because right now that's a minus. I want it to be a plus. I can put it out front now, right?
Right.
So it's positive 15x squared
Minus 2x.
plus 2x
Minus 8.
minus 8. Because if I take a negative out,
Yeah.
all the signs change.
Yeah.
Right.
So now the 8 is negative, the 2x is positive, and the 15x squared is positive. You just can't forget that negative sign. It's got to come with you the whole way, right?
At the end,
Put
I
a 1 behind
got
the
the
negative, you
minus.
won't forget it.
Hmm?
If you just put a 1 behind the negative, you won't forget it.
Oh, like a negative 1? Yeah, sure. Whatever you got to do. Now, how do I do this?
Oh.
2 and 4.
2 and 4.
3 and 5.
120.
It's the same way.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, you're fine. You can do it that way.
Yeah. 8,
15.
Or sometimes it goes
15 times negative 8.
120.
Negative.
Wow.
So you gotta find something
10
that
and 12.
multiply to 120, but adds to plus.
And that's actually not that
All
bad.
times 10.
Yeah,
10
exactly.
and the 12.
When it ends in a 0, the first thing I try is 10 times the thing.
Yeah.
Because maybe if that's it, then I'm there. And sure enough, 120 is 10 times 12.
Yeah.
And that would make 2 as long as which one?
Plus 12.
12 has got to, the bigger guy's got to be plus.
Minus.
And so the 10's got to be minus. Now, again, I've shown you a few different ways to do this. This is the main way that I teach. But, Anthony, I don't know if you're joking or what, but that's a
3
perfectly
times
valid
5,
way. 3 times
3x.
5 is 15.
Yeah.
And 2 times 4 is 8. You got to be careful because it could be 8 and 1 also.
Right.
And here, look at this. Here's your 12 and here's your 10.
Yeah.
10.
If you don't really understand that, you could just do it the way we're doing right now.
That is
It'll
really-
still work out. The math is actually sort of the same.
That is really freaking neat.
So here's negative. How do I use these now? What do I do with them?
Minus
Substitute them in the
Plus
middle.
Got the 15x squared,
plus 12 minus
the
10.
2x.
Minus
Minus
10x plus
Plus
12x.
That's
minus
still
8.
2x, right?
Yeah.
Minus 8. I love it.
Group.
And the whole reason I break that middle term up into 2 is now I've got 4 terms total, and like Pat said, that's grouping, which is relatively easy. So I took a really ugly 3-term problem, made it an easy 4-term problem. Right?
That's your answer?
No?
You can go farther.
Now I can group. Now it's easy. Group.
5x.
Yeah, 5x comes out.
So you have 3x minus 2x.
Minus 2.
Or minus 2, pardon me.
4 comes out.
Yeah.
And again, look, I want a 3 there, so I got to take a 4 out of the 12 to make it 3. So I know it's got to be a 4 coming out.
3x minus 2.
Thank God, right?
Thank
So
God.
the negative is still out there. What comes out?
They're gonna be 5x plus 4.
Okay, 5x plus 4.
And 3x minus 2.
3x minus 2. I love it.
One for you minus. Oh.
Well, you can put the negative out. You can put a 1 there if you want, sure.
And there is another
So it
solution.
was right.
What's up? I like that reaction.
And if you want to, you can multiply the one.
So right from here to here is okay, right? Because it's just GCF on those two parts.
Yes.
Right? Just take a 5x out of here. Take a 4 out of here. And the next step is I can take a 3x minus 2 out of both. Just take that out. What would I be left with? 5x plus 4. So right there, that's just grouping. Grouping should be definitely like, please put a lot of grouping on there because it's easy. It should be easy.
There's another solution for this?
That's it.
Yeah, another possible solution would be if you left, you'd probably get something like this if you left the negative in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You would get this.
Yeah.
Because look what you get when you multiply negative in here. Don't you get minus 3x
Yeah.
plus 2? So they're the same. Just one take the negative out and one leaves the negative in.
Yeah.
Right?
So I can do it either way.
Either way.
Either way.
Definitely.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Jeff, I know you said this was the last question, but I had one more if you could squeeze it in.
Okay.
It was 5.6, number 90. I'm still staring at it, and I still don't get it.
On number 90.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm missing something, or
What form do you think it's in?
it's cubes. It's in cubes. I have to do little dude, big dude. But
Yeah.
one of them is not 27 is not a difference of
You do
squares.
that the
So
same way. just
No,
the
it's like you said, it's cubes. What's 27 broken up into 3
3,
parts?
3, and 3.
3, 3.
But 64, I guess I can't find the
You
3
can pull a
parts.
9 out though.
Yeah, you go 9 and 9.
No?
No, you can't.
Okay, 9 doesn't go into 64.
8 does, but that is not 3 parts.
64 is 4 times
4
4.
times 4 times 4. So, a really good idea would be to make a little list of cubes. 1 cubed is 1. 2 cubed is 8. 3 cubed is
27.
4 cubed, we just figured out is
64.
5 cubed is
125.
5. That might be, you know, I might want to do one more.
6 cubed. 6 times 6 times 6, which is 190, 216.
Cool. So those are the numbers. You probably won't see 216, but when I see a 125, you need to know that that's a special number. That's a cube. And like when you look at 49, you know it's a square. So you know most of the squares already. You know those looks, but you don't know the cubes too well normally. 27 we kind of know. 64 we don't. 125 we've done a problem like that in here before, but it's not in our heads necessarily. You need a little list so you know what numbers to look for. So you know what form it's in. 64 is a cool number because it's 8 squared, but it's also 4 cubed. Right? So it's interesting those numbers that can be represented in several different ways.
So you go A minus.
Yeah, so now you got little dude, big dude, and it shouldn't be that big of a deal now. 4A, 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 right? Yeah.
Could you tell us how to do that one without changing anything, without changing the form or anything? If you have a
Yeah, I mean, the idea wouldn't change at all. Watch. 8 times 15 is the 120, negative. I still get 10 and 12. The 10 still has to be negative. I get 8 minus 10x.
Wait, no, doesn't the 12 need to be negative?
Times 9.
Oh yeah, here the negative, you're right.
Yeah, does it take
The big one's got to be negative because it didn't take the negative out.
Right.
Yeah. But it's still grouping. I still can group that.
Right.
No.
That's
Right?
No.
4A minus 3 though.
Yes.
You take out a 10.
But again, I think most of us just like it to be in a format we're used to.
This is a weird one.
There's nothing wrong with taking the negative out so I
Let
can
him
write
keep
it
going.
the other way around.
It's still the
Ask him if
same.
you're going.
Hey, it's still the same thing. I'm still gonna end up. I'm gonna end up here though,
Right.
because I left the negative in. I didn't take the negative out.
Can you keep going?
Keep going.
Oh, come on out. What goes in the little dude?
4A minus 3.
3 minus 4A.
Okay. This goes
9.
here. These go.
16.
60 squared.
A square.
The middle term's got to be
Positive.
plus
4A.
Plus 12A.
12a.
Oh.
Product of these. Yay! Cubes always work that way. Always. If it is a cubes, it will work that way, period. If you check it, you multiply this out, a lot of stuff will cancel, you'd end up here.
How do you check it? Or would we learn that later?
How do you check it?
Multiply it.
Multiply it out.
Multiply back in. Okay.
Distribute that stuff through. Alright, now, we're getting into new stuff. And this isn't even really new stuff. Just make sure you guys remember what we did last time, or in case you weren't here last time.
What are we on? 5'7"?
5'8".
7.
5'7" is nothing new at all. 5'7" is really a review section. It has all the factoring methods mixed up. That's awesome practice because that's the way I'm going to give it to you. That's the way I gave it to you. Right? Just mixed up, you got to be able to identify what it is and attack it. So that's why I gave you that sheet. You always try GCF and then you count the number of terms.
Do you have an extra copy of that?
Probably not. I think I gave them all out of my little review thing. No, I don't. But, you know, it's on my computer. I can probably
Chapter 5.8.
So real quick review of 5.8. What was the idea of 5.8? Like if I had this problem, the bad way to go would be to multiply it out. Because that would be undoing work done. Somebody's been very nice to me.
To give you the equation.
What's the idea here? This number times that number is 0. What's got to be true?
X minus 7 is 0.
X is going to equal 0.
They both gonna equal the same thing once you.
Each one is 0.
One of them, they have to equal 0.
Thank you, Anthony. The only way I can multiply two numbers and have it come up to 0 is one of them is 0. Think about it. So what's the only number that can be here that really leads me to an answer? 0. What two numbers multiply me 4?
2 and 2.
2 and 2.
4 and 1.
2 and 2, 4 and 1,
1 and
8 and
4.
1/2, right? 16 and 1/4. I mean, how many numbers multiply me 4? Infinite number. I don't know shit about either one of them. But if they multiply me 0, what's got to be true? This guy has to be 0.
Yeah.
Or this guy's got to be 0. So I took, wouldn't this be like an x squared problem if we multiply back out?
Yeah.
I took an x squared problem and made it into two little x to the first one. Those are nice. I can solve these, right?
So
And
once
7.
X equals 7.
Or
5 over 2. X is equal to 5 over 2.
x equal negative 5 over 2. Right?
Can we consider the two numbers equals? X minus 7 equal 2x plus 5.
If they equal each other,
Yes.
they both have to be 0 then. Because if this was 3 and that was 3, it doesn't multiply to be 0.
The two that they equal 0, so that the two numbers equal.
Most of the time, they won't be able to equal 0 at the same time. When x is 7, what's this?
Negative 5/2.
When x is 7, what's this?
Oh, it's different. Yeah.
2 times 7 is
14.
plus 5,
21. No.
19.
19.
So when x is 7, this is 19. But this is 0. So what's 19 times 0?
0.
When x is negative 5/2, this is 0. What's this? Negative 5/2 minus 7. Negative 19/2 times 0
Holy
is still
shit.
0. That's the idea. If I force one or the other one to be 0, I don't care what the non-zero dude is, because multiplied by 0, it's 0. That's the whole idea.
So that's your answer there.
These are my answers.
So you pretty much can just separate the problem instead of making it hard.
Once you get it, factor.
Yeah.
So it's not always going to start like this, of course. Somebody here was nice, namely me. I factored it for you. So it's going to start off like this now, right?
Will 0 ever be your answer at times?
Sure. Here we go.
So first you factor the problem and ignore the 0. Once you get it factored, you make everything 0.
Here's one that people make too much out of.
Oh.
Here's the problem. People try to do this. No.
No, X outside.
What do you